Am I the asshole for telling my friend she was being scammed by a medium? My 24 female friend, Callie, 24 female, lost her grandfather last year. It hit her really hard. A few weeks ago, Callie told me her aunt was having a medium party where a medium would come to her house and try to see if they could connect to him. Now, I am wary about mediums and psychics. I do believe some genuine ones may exist, but for the most part, it's people just trying to profit off of others' grief. But at the time, if someone wants to pay for it and makes them better, I'm not going to judge. I didn't say anything to Callie about it. Outside, I hoped it would help. The next day, Callie came to me almost a different person. For the first time since her grandfather died, she was happy. I saw that glow back in her face. She told me that the medium had indeed gotten a calling from her grandfather, going on about how magical it felt. I just smiled and told her that was great. Callie then said she planned on seeing the medium again, as she did past life readings. She asked if I wanted to go, and I said it's not my thing, but I hope she had fun. After the meeting, she called me excited. This medium told her that in a past life, she lived in Salem, Massachusetts, and was burned at the stake during the witch trials. Oh my God.
The trauma.
That is crazy to say to someone. Okay. This gave me pause. I can see why.
Not okay.
I know for a fact that it's a common misconception that the accused in Massachusetts were burned at the stake, but that's not true. I don't know if that's true or not. I would think that in life someone was probably burned at the stake.
I would think so.
Like,
right?
for being a
That
witch.
was definitely a thing.
I don't know. The Salem witch trials is a whole, I could make a whole podcast about how I feel about that.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Go off. I'm going to keep going for a second. I'm going to keep reading. I'll hold my tongue for a second because maybe OP gets into it. I wasn't going to say anything further until Callie went on about how she wanted to go back, see if she could connect with her grandfather further, do some readings, etc. I felt at this point this woman was taking advantage and I didn't want Callie to be scammed further. I told her I don't think it was a good idea, telling her what I knew about witch trials. She tried to tell me I was wrong, but when I sent her links with proof, she got quiet. I also pointed out some holes in what the medium had told her. She originally claimed there was some stuff the medium knew at the party that no one else would, but they were either really vague, like he loved game shows, or stuff that was obvious around the house. The medium said she saw him on a boat. I know for a fact her aunt has a picture of the grandfather fishing. Just little stuff like that. Callie got really upset and told me I was terrible for doing this. How dare I try and take this away from her? I explained I didn't want her to be preyed upon. She called me a bunch of names and now won't speak to me. The general consensus from our friends is yes, that medium is 100% scamming Callie, but some feel I shouldn't have said anything. Others think that it had to be done before she wasted even more money. Am I the asshole? Damn, this is sad.
Yeah. Oh God. I don't really subscribe to the medium stuff either.
Okay.
It's just like not for me.
Okay, this is interesting then, because I feel like growing up, I totally subscribed to it. But then when I got a little bit older, I was like, guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to hate on her. Long Island Medium is so fake.
Yeah, I agree.
When you see her do a group reading, she literally will like say anything and just go off of anything. Like if she's doing a group reading at like a talk show or something.
Yeah.
And I've watched so many videos of her because I used to really like her. She will get mad and like kind of be like short and like almost like angry at people when they don't say yes. Like if people start saying no, she'll almost like snap at them and just like disregard them like so easily. And it just is like clearly so fake.
Yeah.
But then I also have heard people that I know have gotten readings and it's like this crazy experience where truly like nobody would know that. It's not online. It's like nowhere. So I feel like I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I mean, I think, is it Tyler, the medium? Isn't he like really good or something?
It's the Hollywood celebrity medium, if you haven't heard of him.
Yeah.
He seems like a sweet person from what I've seen.
Yeah.
I think he predicted the Kylie Jenner Jordan drama and like Khloe getting back with or like getting cheated on or something, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok about that. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I think there are stories that kind of prove both sides.
I agree.
So it's hard to be like just so resolute in saying I don't believe in it, but would I ever do one of these things? Not of my own free will.
Yeah.
If like I like this girl who had to go to it or like support her friend, like I feel like that's the extent of which I would do it, but not really for me. And the Salem of it all, I mean, that's so Googleable.
Right.
You know? Like.
But I feel like most people wouldn't Google it because they'd be like excited that they had something so crazy happen to them in the past life. I believe it. Like, I kind of am on the vibe of this OP where I am skeptical, but I do think like crazy things happen in the world, and I am very spiritual and like on the verge of religious.
Mm-hmm.
But I also knew someone that told me like, oh, that's the devil. And I'm like, okay. Like, I think it's just a scammer. Like, I don't know if it's the devil. Like, I don't know. But whatever. I don't want to like hate on people. So just to like stick to the story.
Stick to the status quo.
Are they an asshole? No, I don't think so. I think that it was good that you told her. I think maybe you could have been like, oh, like it was amazing what she said about your grandfather, but like I think she was a little bit off about the Salem trials. Maybe she excels in certain things and not others, or like maybe you could try a different medium and see if you have the same experience. Like maybe try somebody else and see if they can reach a different loved one or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would straight up be like, it's a scam, girly, you're dumb.
Right.
Not that she said it like that, but I mean, it is really hard when you see it from the outside, because I also agree with them, what they said about if it helps you in the moment, then that's great.
Yeah, I think like don't yuck someone's yum is kind of like the lesson here a little bit.
So if it was me and I told you this exact story and then I was like, I'm going to go back and spend more money, and you knew for a fact that they were making shit up, like clearly I was not a witch in the Salem witch trials.
I feel like you and I keep it straight. I'd be like, Kelly, no, like, come on.
You would, even though like I was so deeply grieving a loved one, and this is the only thing that helped me.
That's the element of it that's tough.
Yeah.
If you were doing it just for funsies, I'd be like, let's go spend our money at, happy hour, please.
Right.
But yeah, that's tough. Then I would probably be supportive. I'd be like, whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
You're not like hurting anyone.
Yeah.
So go off.
I think I would.
Like, there's a time and a place to keep your own personal thoughts and feelings to yourself. So now I'm kind of feeling like, okay, this is one of them.
Also, if she's not like hurting for money.
Yeah.
And if she's going to go to this person, and it's just as hard though, because like it could go down a rabbit hole. And then like, what if this medium is like, oh, well, get on retainer with me and it's $300 a month and we'll have a 10-minute call and I'll connect with your grandfather every month.
Yeah.
And then it's like, at what point, like how many calls, like, yeah, maybe we'll let her go back to the third call.
Yeah.
But then it's like the fourth call, the fifth call, like
right.
What if she started to spiral? So like maybe this OP told her a little bit too early to like cut the shit.
Agreed.
But I do think that sometimes your friends give you honesty even when you don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And the truth hurts sometimes.
Yeah.
And tough love is still love. I learned that from Trisha. So
yeah, that's a good point.
I do think that the friend did the right thing, but maybe there was like something else that she could offer.
It's all about your delivery too.
Agreed.
Like, you can be honest and not be super harsh and not go for the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, like maybe you say the thing about like the witch trials and you're like, okay, like
sorry, it's just sort of
I mean like maybe you tell your friend about the fakeness of it, like, well, I think we can agree that she was wrong about that based on historical evidence. So maybe she was right about your grandfather. I don't know. It still could be worth it to look into maybe a different medium for your next reading.
Yeah.
And see if it goes the same.
That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
I think I would try to do that.
Yeah.
Overall, she was voted not the asshole.
Yeah.
The top comment, though, this didn't get that much engagement, so the top comment isn't like super popular, but it was from personal experience with this and my family is to let them learn the hard way. It's her money and she can spend it as she chooses.
Yeah.
Which I agree. Other people were saying a true friend does not let a friend get scammed. True.
Yeah.
People often go into debt over readings from mediums.
Oh,
and
really?
I think what you did prevented your friend from being taken advantage of. And it
know
might
that.
take her a while, but I think she'll see it too.
Wow.
I didn't know the thing about debt, but I could definitely see how people are like grasping at hope.
Yeah.
Which is really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she did the right thing. Because whether mediums are real or not, it seems like this one wasn't.
Right.
Yeah. Eek, that's hard.
I know. But yeah, like the person said, you ultimately did the right thing, I think, in the long run.
Yeah. I think so too.
Saving her from spiraling, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, quick thought about the Salem witch trials. I do not like or subscribe to the like, ooh, haunted witches, spooky season. No, this was the mass murder of innocent women.
Mm-hmm.
Witches are not real. This is innocent women that a town has decided they are going to murder. That's the only spooky season trope I will not subscribe to.
Yeah.
I love the idea of witches and like dressing up as witches. I just don't like relating the like spooky season fun witch shit to the Salem witch trials.
Yeah.
I think they're completely different things in my opinion. So I would love to dress up as a witch in the future. Maybe I'll dress up on a coming episode.